Hi, we're going to make gravy. It's really easy. So here we go. I'm turning the burner on, and as the skillet warms up, I've got my trusty iron skillet, which I love, but any skillet will do. I'm going to pour a few drops of olive oil in. I like olive oil because that's the kind of oil I use. I don't use anything else really, unless I use butter or pan drippings. If you have a roast, if you have some other meat that you've cooked, you can just go ahead and use the drippings that are in there. Remove the meat, put it on a plate, let it rest, and do your thing. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of flour, and we're going to let it cook a little bit. So this has to warm up and it has to cook a little bit so that we can get the raw taste out of the flour. Who wants to eat raw flour? Ugh. Did you ever do that when you were a kid and your mom was cooking? You reached into the flour canister thinking it was going to taste like cookie dough or something wonderful, and you found out it was really terrible. Okay, I'm going to add just a tad more flour. Got to have a clean spoon for that, because you just kind of have to tell by how it looks. And if it looks right and looks nice and smooth, you're doing well. The trick is to keep it moving, keep it nice and moist, and let it cook with the heat. While it's warming up, I'm going to salt and pepper it just a little bit. Salt is the savor that adds the flavor. Yum, 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 yum. And a little pepper, not too much. You don't want it to taste real peppery. So that's the deal. And then you can either add water or milk. I'm going to add milk. And as it hits the skillet, it'll sizzle a little bit. Now you can always add more milk if you think you want your gravy a little thinner. But don't add too much at first because you can't really take it away very well. I'll have to tell you while this is cooking a story that my friend Judy told me. She said that when they were young married people, they went out to Colorado to elk hunt. She had to run an errand, and while she was gone, he decided that he would make the gravy for her. He thought that would be helpful. And it would have been, except that he didn't know how to make gravy. So he just started dumping flour, and it foamed up and got thick. So he just took it to the back door of the trailer where they were camping and threw it out the back door, little by spoonful by spoonful. Can you imagine what a mess that would have been? Now this was beginning to thicken up, so I added a little bit of milk to it. I hope it'll be good. It sure looks good. Of course, you have to have that quality assurance. Oh yeah, it's gravy, and it's going to be yum. Thanks!